Great little informational sign about the town here. Dispensary over here. Lovely little park. Here we have the Huntington Post Office. Howdy, howdy.
They can ask me, and I just tell them the same thing. I'm happy right here. Yeah.
Just a small little post office here. Let's see if we can find poster 7. Oh, I believe this is going to be it. Rules and regulations. When is this one from? 1999. Interesting.
Are you photoing for a reason?
Yeah, I'm just working on a story about the town of Huntington.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't mind.
I'm glad you don't. Just a cute little post office you guys got here.
Thank you.
Yeah, no worries.
A little dusty, but it's hard to keep the dust off with the railroad.
Gotcha. Yeah,
I
I was doing some research, and this for a long time in like the 1800s was a railroad stop primarily,
was the
right?
hub. They had the roundhouse. It
Okay.
was just off down this way, not too far. And
Okay.
then they had the stockyards down here, and a lot of cattlemen in Idaho
Uh-huh.
would bring their cattle over, and they had places where they could cross the river and bring them to get onto the stockyards.
All right.
There's a lot of history in this town, and it had to do with the railroad.
I'm seeing that. It got the locomotive there
Yeah,
across the
yeah.
street.
But
It
yeah,
seems like a really cool little
At
town.
one time, one
Yes.
gentleman told me that grew up here, they had 1,000 people. I said, "Where'd you put them all?"
Right.
They rented out bedrooms to the railroaders.
Oh,
Because they
okay.
worked basically right here.
Gotcha.
And when the roundhouse burnt,
Mm-hmm.
a few years ago, I had a guy come through. He said he was a kid in the back seat traveling, because this was the main highway,
Mhm.
traveling through, and he saw the engineers pulling the engines out of the roundhouse, and they were on fire.
When they were on fire.
Yeah, and I said,
Wow, that'd be
oh my God, really?
That would have been
So,
something
yeah.
to see there.
I was just really shocked. That's the first time I'd heard anybody that really saw something.
How long ago was that again?
That was in the 1800s, I think. I can't remember what year it was. to be
That
honest.
no worries, no worries.
So,
I appreciate you answering some questions and giving me some
Yeah.
information here. I did have I was kind of one of my focuses is I thought you guys had within like the last 10 years or so paved the roads in and out to the highway.
that is the state highway, so that was their deal.
Oh, okay.
Not the town. The town's been paving some streets as we can.
Oh, okay.
But other than that, this is the state highway still. So
Understood.
the state highway takes care of it.
Okay. I thought the town was doing that, but yes,
No.
it has been paved in like the last 10 years.
Yeah, this is still the old. Ma'am, do you see what I'm seeing? It still says there's. Go to where? I'm sorry. Oh, darn it. So, Hold up. Which printer are you talking about? The cable to the NCR?
I'm gonna get out of here. Thank you so much.
Sorry.
No, you're good. You're
Okay.
good. Thank you for the conversation.
Okay. Power off and check cables, right? Okay, we got it.
Oh, there we go.
Make any transaction.
Yeah.
And I looked at that nurse on the way out and I said, I won't let him write me any more than 2 checks.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's see.
I sure like this new little dog. Well, she ain't so little anymore. Oh, old Molly.
Yeah, that's quite the dog, really.
Isn't that nifty? That is an old hunk of tractor. Little snap to the past here. How's it going, boss? That's a cool cart you got there.
Right?
I like your cart. That's cool.
Yeah, it keeps me from walking.
Right? I'm too lazy for all that stuff usually myself.
Well, I have to. It's too hard for me to walk, you know.
I hear you. I hear you.
Competition.
I'm recording just by the way, but so what happened with the fire here
We
exactly?
had an idiot burn both our taverns down.
Burned both the taverns down. Man.
Except on fire for one because he didn't like them, but to burn them both down.
What in the that just don't make no sense. I'm assuming he got put in jail and everything
He
then.
got 5 years, but he's already out.
Oh wow. That
He don't come to Huntington because somebody's liable to shoot him.
you know,
I got both my guns are loaded.
you got a bullet with a name, huh? Yeah, I don't blame him, man. That's a big loss for this city.
Well, it don't give us much to socialize with.
Right. You know, I'm working on my story here in town, and I was looking forward to a spot to stop in and have lunch.
Yeah, we don't even have a cafe anymore.
Yeah, I saw the Moon Cafe. It looked like a cute little spot, but it shut down because of lack of business.
Well, actually, it was too expensive for locals to eat there.
Gotcha. And since the dispensary shut down, there ain't no tourism traffic, huh?
Yep, it's just, you know, there ain't a lot of people who go spend $16, $18 for breakfast, you know.
Right. That's hard on a casual Sunday.
Well, this is supposed to be a retirement town,
Right.
and there ain't a lot of me in there. But later, bud.
Hey, later. You have a great day. Thanks for the conversation. So this was the town's 2 taverns. Oh, what a shot. Good shot, thank you. Well, moving on. So I was just heard somebody say something about this place getting burnt down by somebody. A terrible shame. I was looking forward to lunch here.
Oh, you should have been here. That was quite the fire.
Yeah, I bet.
There was a bar next door here with where the hole is.
Okay.
And then, hold on a second.
Yeah, no worries. I always catch you at inopportune moments here.
Yeah, this part was a bar.
Okay, right here.
He had the lottery and everything.
All right.
Then you go to the next, which is a big mess, okay?
Right, right.
You had a bar. Then you had another room that you could put whatever you wanted.
Okay.
No, wait, let me rephrase that. Yeah, okay, bar. Then it was the room. Then it was another bar and a restaurant.
Oh, wow.
And it all went down. The bar and the restaurant and that other bar, they'd been closed.
Mm-hmm.
They said they were going to open in the spring. Well, it was already spring.
Mm-hmm.
Because this was the Memorial Day weekend.
Memorial Day weekend.
That Thursday, it burnt. That Thursday night, it burnt. And people were coming, and they were just freaking out because there was no bar in town.
Right, right, right.
And they're coming for the catfish tournament, and they had nowhere to eat or drink after fishing.
That's a hard situation. That's a hard situation.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was.
And I'm sure the economy is definitely taking a hit in this
it did.
town.
It did. And these guys, I don't know what they're going to do. I said, why don't you fill it and sell it? Maybe somebody will buy it. That guy, he ain't going to do anything.
All right.
Don't put this on that.
Gotcha.
Way too much so. But anyway, that's how we lost it all. They were 1890 buildings.
18. Wow.
This was the
That's
last,
a shame.
Well, and basically, it was the last of our 1,800 buildings.
Oh man, that is
was.
too bad.
It was very sad.
What
Yeah.
What was this guy's deal?
Well, he went into the bar, got pissed at his girlfriend. The bartender kicked him out because he was being a jerk.
Oh, you're cut off.
And,
Get
you know,
out.
Yeah. And he said, well, I'm just going to burn this town down. And then I don't know if the
Usually
bar...
when people say that, it's just a metaphor.
I know. That's it. And I don't know if this bar had closed or not
Okay.
at the time when the fire started or not.
Right.
They thought they were going to save this bar,
Mm-hmm.
but he had asphalt, or the where you have to put the black tar on the top of your roof.
Yeah.
He had that. When the flames hit that, yes, it did.
Ooh.
So he lost everything too. Yeah.
Damn.
They were going to rebuild these guys, but then they decided not to.
Right.
And so, and the other guy, he's doing whatever.
Right.
Doesn't seem to give a hoot. But Huntington, it's got quite the interesting history because they had the Chinese here.
Right. And there was the Chinese restaurant, the Chinese laundromat, and then down below there was the dens.
They had their tunnels. There was on this side of that hot box in their parking lot.
Okay.
Used to be the old theater.
Okay.
And when I first moved here, one of the older ladies, their grandmother played the piano
At the theater. Wow.
Because see, it was the not motion but not talking.
Okay.
So they
Yeah.
piano
So they had
the
music for it.
and all
Yeah.
that, yeah. And I was like, God, that had to be cool.
Right.
But it's quite interesting, the people that did stuff. And yeah, they had their opium dens below the restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
And the story goes, when the sheriff came in the door, the waitress would stomp on the floor and everybody would be real quiet down there. And I'm like, ooh, so quite interesting.
Little bit.
Yeah, there's just a lot of history for such a small town.
It really is a densely packed. Another interesting point I was hearing about was the home law or home rule law.
Home rule law?
So
What's that one?
what it was is way back in the 1800s, because this place was so remote.
Yeah.
The town was given a certain amount of self-governance, separate from the actual country.
Okay, that's probably right.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did that back in those days at different places.
And apparently, I was over at City Hall earlier, and apparently that still applies.
Really?
It's still in place. I forget her name there. The gal.
Siobhan.
Yes, that was her name. Yes, she apparently she's unsure how it still applies, but it is on the books.
Yeah, isn't that weird?
It really is.
There is things on the books that they need to go through and get them off.
Right.
I better get with it.
Yes, you have a great day.
Nice meeting you. So this is just a documentary type deal?
Yeah. I put my stuff on YouTube. If you want to check it out, it's going to be Rebel with a Cause.
Rebel with a Cause. Oh, the one thing I want to tell you about, when the building on this side, I have a picture of it.
Okay.
There was a brick, the whole brick.
Oh.
And on the side it said House Cafe, all white help. You cannot put that back up.
No.
Once those go down, you cannot replace it. Luckily, about the spring before it burnt, a guy came through and was taking pictures, and I talked to him, and I was able to get one of those pictures.
Wow. That's
thank you, God, because you don't see things like that anymore.
Yeah, you probably shouldn't either.
No. Well, they had it on there because, like, say, when the railroad came in,
Oh, we know why it was on there.
Yeah, they would. I can't remember. Either they escorted the color folks in, the employees from the train, to the restaurant to eat, or they would go in, get them a meal, and bring it over to them.
Gotcha.
They didn't let them walk around town.
Yeah.
So yeah, pretty
Well,
interesting.
is it still a sundown town?
No, not that I know of. We've had colored kids here, and nobody's. You know, there are people around. There's people everywhere, but I didn't grow up that way.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm not prejudiced or anything. That's not right.
Right,
There are
right.
people too, just like us.
Yeah.
There's good ones and there's bad ones, just like the white people. It ain't
No,
any
no.
different.
People are people wherever you go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's just it. But yeah,
There's more in
but that was pretty interesting, and it was you know, and then it had like a Coca-Cola type sign on it. But yeah, they can't replace that anymore. They say once it goes down, that's it.
Yeah.
And I can understand nowadays. You go back east, and there's a lot of places that they are still very prejudiced.
Oh, I'm aware.
Very prejudiced.
I mean, the little town I grew up in, one of the bars has iron crosses on the door.
Whoa. Well, I remember in Tennessee, we went to the motel, and here's this big plastic.
Oh, there it comes out the drawl.
And here's the deal, and I went, holy moly. That was in Tennessee.
Wait, what was it?
It was a motel,
Okay.
a hotel, and they had the plexiglass, I mean, so you can't shoot through it and stuff.
Right.
And you had to pass everything under the deal to them, and they'd give you a change or whatever. Yeah. And I'm like, looked at my sister, she looked at me, we're like, this is safe? I mean, it made us feel unsafe because we've never seen that.
Right.
You know, and they still don't do that here. Very seldom do you ever see anything like that. Because we don't have the prejudice and different things going on. But Tennessee, we were in Nashville, so pretty busy town. Lots of crimes and different things. I guess might have been in the wrong section, I don't know.
I don't know.
But that was really weird. Like I said, my sister and I looked at each other. My mom was just, no problem, So, but yeah.
Well, you have been a wealth of information,
Nice to meet
ma'am.
you. I'm Mary.
AJ.
Okay, have fun. And you said on YouTube.
Rebel with a cause.
Rebel with a cause.
Yes, ma'am. Have a good night.
Have you done one before? Rebel with a cause on there or no?
I've put videos up before, yes.
Okay.
But
We watch YouTube, and I keep thinking I've seen that before.
Have you heard of Waldport, Oregon?
I've heard of it.
I recently did a story there that kind of blew up.
Ooh, cool.
So maybe
All right.
maybe that's where.
Well, good.
Cheers. Have a good one.